Welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in the event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Matt and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to check out the schedule on the website. The presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/probe. And now I'd like to turn things over to our first presenter, Chattahoochee Technical College.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah McDaniel, and I am with Chattahoochee Technical College. So a couple quick facts about us. We are academically accredited by SACS. We are the largest technical college in Georgia. We range about 10 to 15,000 students annually. The annual cost of attending Chat Tech is less than $3,800. So I like to say you're getting a really good education for a pretty low price. We do have a 98.2% job placement rate, so our students are getting trained for their careers and most find employment before they even graduate. And then we offer certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees. We do have 8 different campus locations serving Pickens, Cherokee County, Bartow County, Paulding County, and Cobb County, with multiple campuses in a couple of the counties. Programs might be housed at specific campuses, but core classes can be taken at pretty much any of them except for our Austell campus. We also have 70+ degrees, which I'll go over briefly in a couple slides. But like I mentioned, we offer certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees. Certificates are going to be training you for a very specific skill set, and they'll take you about 1 to 2 semesters to complete. Diplomas will take you about a year to a year and a half, and then associate degrees will take you about 2 to 2.5 years. And we do offer classes during the day, evening, and weekend Saturday classes, both online and in person, to really meet whatever your scheduling needs are. We do have programs of study in multiple different areas, including health sciences, public and professional services, computer and digital technologies, business, and of course, our technical studies. However, if none of our programs interest you, we do have an agreement with the University System of Georgia that all of these 27 classes are guaranteed to transfer to their institution. So those are the public Georgia colleges and universities. You can see here our breakdown in tuition and fees. Our tuition is pretty easy for in-state students. It's $100 per credit hour, and then $401 in student fees. We also offer a lot of financial aid, including the Pell Grant, the Hope Grant, the Hope Career Grant, Hope and Zellmeller Scholarship, as well as our CTC Foundation and other scholarships that you can apply for. Listed here are the admission steps. So first, you'll want to submit an application on our website and pay the $30 application fee. However, November 8th through 14th, we are having a free application week. If you would like to have that $30 fee waived, just begin and submit your application during November 8th through 14th. Then we'll need you to submit your official high school transcripts, and then submit your verification of lawful presence, which is just a fancy way of saying your driver's license or birth certificate. As of spring and summer 2022, we are not requiring test scores for admissions. We may require them in the future, but just keep in contact with us for any changes in regarding to test scores. We do also offer dual enrollment. If you are a senior, you have 1 more semester, or if you're younger than a senior, you got a couple of years left. Dual enrollment, you can get up to 10 college classes for free while you are still in high school. The admission steps are going to look a little different, but definitely contact us if you are interested in that. And then we do have our application deadlines listed here. So for the spring semester for 2022, our application is due November 19th for the priority deadline. Summer, the application deadline is May 13th. And then fall will be July 9th. So that's a pretty late deadline. I always recommend get things in as early as possible. That way you have the best chances for whatever classes you need. And all of these deadlines are subject to change. That's actually all I have. Please feel free to scan the QR code. I'm also going to put the QR code as well as my email and contact info and phone call contact information in the chat box. Definitely feel free to ask any questions in the chat box or send me a message.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Sarah. Next up is Johns Hopkins University.
Great, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Ted. I'm a member of the admissions committee here at Johns Hopkins University and the regional admissions representative for the state of Georgia. And I'm really excited to talk to you all today about what defines the Hopkins experience, mainly in the time we have today from an academic perspective. So Hopkins is a research university located in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's a place where academic freedom and flexibility and then really great access to research and hands-on learning come together in service of our mission, which is to create knowledge for the world. We are a research university, as I said, but we're also a school with a mid-sized undergraduate student body, about 5,400 undergraduate students, and a liberal arts curriculum that really emphasizes your ability to explore your interests and have a really interdisciplinary education. So in terms of our curriculum, you don't apply to a specific major or school at Hopkins, you apply to the university as a whole. All undergraduates will either be a part of our School of Arts and Sciences or our School of Engineering, but the divisions between those two schools are really fluid. You can take courses across the schools, double major across the schools, switch majors across the two schools as well. You might come to campus or apply knowing exactly what it is that you want to study, and that is great. But you may come in with no idea of what you want to study or a really wide range of interests and need time to declare your major, and that is totally fine too. The flexible curriculum means that 65% of students double major during their time here, and you can take courses outside of your major, take courses in things that you might not have had access to in high school as well, such as public health or civil engineering. And while you're exploring, you're also going to be in small faculty-led courses with an average class size of only 24 students and a 7-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And you'll be learning in these classroom settings alongside a diverse student body. Our mission of knowledge for the world is really accomplished by students who come to campus from all over the country, all 50 states and all over the world, and bring their unique backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences to campus. Then alongside the ability to explore and have a flexible curriculum with no core requirements, a key aspect of the experience at Hopkins is taking what you're learning inside the classroom and applying it to hands-on learning experiences through research. And so research could mean really anything where you're just asking new questions, trying to create new knowledge. About 80% of our students take part in some sort of formal research, either for credit or to receive funding. We are the #1 research university in the country in terms of research funding. We spend the most money on research annually in the entire country, but at the same time, our mid-sized student body with only about 1,300 students in each class means that you're going to have access to our global research network as an undergraduate from your first year on campus. So from the first year on campus, students are working in research labs at our School of Medicine, doing public health field work through our School of Public Health, working at our applied physics laboratory right outside of Washington, D.C., which builds satellites and sends probes to the moons of Jupiter for NASA, working on social policy research or archival humanities research in our rare book collection as well. And so the accessibility of research for undergraduates really in any academic area is a really important part of the academic experience here. We also have a dedicated office of undergraduate research that help connect students to the right research opportunities for them. We have some of the largest research grants that are awarded to undergraduates to fund their own research as well. Every student's experience with hands-on learning outside of the classroom is different at Hopkins, but you're going to be able to contribute to our mission as a research university as an undergraduate from your first semester on campus. And we certainly do think that what you're involved in outside of academics is just as important as what you're doing inside the classroom. Students have a really engaged and dynamic student experience in the city of Baltimore and on campus through our 400+ student groups. But I want to wrap up briefly by touching on our financial aid and admissions. We are a school that is need blind, meaning that your ability to pay for the cost of tuition will not factor into your admissions decision whatsoever. And we also meet 100% of students' demonstrated need through scholarships and grants that do not have to be paid back. So whatever the gap is between what your family can pay towards the cost of tuition and what the cost of attendance actually is, our Office of Financial Aid will meet that need with 100% and 100% of whatever that gap is with grants and scholarships. And so we do not include loans in our packages so that students are able to graduate debt-free. There's a lot more that we could talk about in terms of admissions and financial aid, but I want to just say that I'll drop some links in the chat where you can find more information. The important thing to know is that we just have the priority of bringing the students who are the best fit to campus, regardless of their financial background, and that the average grant that we do award to students is around $50,000 a year in terms of need-based scholarships. But like I said, I will go drop some links into the chat so you can follow up and get more information about our admissions process and financial aid. Thanks so much for coming to this session.
Great, thank you very much, Ted. Next up is Albany State University.
All right, I'll share my screen. Thank you very much. So welcome to Albany State University, the unsinkable, indestructible Albany State University. My name is Toussaint Hill, and I am an admissions recruiter here at the Albany State University, and we will jump right in. Just a few facts and stats about Albany State. Right now, we offer over 60 program options. Those are our majors. We were founded in 1903 by that young gentleman in your bottom right-hand corner, Dr. Joseph Winthrop Holley. Right now, our enrollment is over 6,500 students. And I'll tell you why that's significant in a little bit. We have 2 campuses within our city, but we also have 3 satellite campuses in the smaller cities of Cordele, Cairo, and Waycross. A 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We do offer 13 certificate, 14 associate's degrees, 29 bachelor's, 11 master's degrees, and 1 specialist degree. More than 65% of our students do receive financial aid here at ASU. And our mascot, as you can see, are the Mighty Golden Rams. That's a picture of Sam the Ram right there in the middle. And our school colors are royal blue and old gold. So why Albany State? Right now, we are a historically Black college and university. We're one of the top ranked HBCUs in the nation, given to us by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, because of our enrollment, we're the largest HBCU in Georgia, and we're the 10th largest HBCU in the nation. There are about 107 HBCUs. We're at 10 right now. As I stated before, we have 2 separate campuses. We did consolidate with the 2-year schools, so now we have 2 campuses, ASU East and ASU West. We have dorms on each campus, athletic facilities on each campus. We even have 2 student centers on each campus, so we feel that gives us, an advantage over great colleges. So a little bit about campus life. We do offer a lot of different services because we have almost 7,000 students. We have to have a lot of programming and things for them to do. So we have career services, dining halls on each campus, an honors program, popular restaurants, as you can see, like Chick-fil-A, Chilaka, which is a Chipotle-style restaurant, Pizza Hut, and the Ram Hideaway. We also even have a food truck that goes from campus to campus. We have 11 residence halls, and Ram Rush Transportation, which is a bus route that goes back and forth because we have those campuses that are separate. We have reading, math, and writing labs all over campus and great study abroad programs. So our college is broken up into, our university is broken up into 3 colleges, and these colleges, so the College of Professional Studies is for our business majors. So if you're interested in accounting, marketing, management, early childhood education, you will go in that college. All of our health professions, the Dalton College of Health Professions, so dental hygiene, nursing, emergency medical services, respiratory care, etc., are in that college. And if you're interested in biology, chemistry, forensic science, math and computer science, engineering, etc., even visual and performing arts, you would be in the College of Arts and Sciences. So we do have athletics here at ASU as well. We have 11 men and women's sports. So on the men's side, we have baseball, basketball, football, and track and field. And on the women's side, basketball, cross country, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. We do compete in NCAA Division II, and we are. So a little bit about our admissions process real quick. You can apply to Albany State University at asurams.edu. Just click the apply button. It'll take you on over to Georgia Futures. Do have a $25 application fee, but we are waiving. Email us, we'll send you a fee waiver code. That's any day of any month of the year, and we can waive that application fee for you. And all we'll need from you is an official high school transcript, and we are having official SAT and ACT scores required again. Our admissions requirements, we do have two different pathways. We have a bachelor's degree program. We have an associate degree program as well. So with a 2.0, 480, 440 on the SAT, ACT of a 17 English, 17 math, you can go into the bachelor's degree pathway. Or if you don't meet those test score requirements, you can go into the associate degree pathway, but only after having 30 hours, we can move you over to the bachelor's degree program. So that gives hope to those students who don't test as well as they want to. We'd love for you to come see either one of our campuses. Our tours are available Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. We are enforcing COVID-19 guidelines. And in the event of rain, we can reschedule your tour, or we can kind of offer you an admissions presentation, kind of like this is done. So you can go on our website, search campus tours, click that online request form, and we'll love to see you anytime. And also, we'd love for you to contact us. 229-500-4358 is our number. Admissions@asurams.edu. Please email us for those fee waiver codes and any other questions you may have. And please get social with us. We're on all social media at ASU Admissions on Instagram, at ASU Recruitment on Facebook, and at ASU Recruitment and Admissions on Twitter. So that concludes my presentation. Thank you so much, and go Rams.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Up next is Georgia Gwinnett College.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paula Merida. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions for Communications, and I'm here to share some info on Georgia Gwinnett College. So we are actually part of the University System of Georgia. We're actually the newest four-year college in the state. We opened our doors back in 2006, so we're a little over 15 years old. We are a medium-sized school, so we have nearly about 12,000 students. We have been named the most ethnically diverse college in the Southern region. So we have students from all over the world that attend GGC. We are also located in Lawrenceville, which is about 30 minutes from downtown Atlanta. So we're right in a really great location where you can, you head out to the city if you, want to explore, or just be in Gwinnett County, where there's also a lot of great things to do. For academics, like I mentioned, we are a four-year school, so we offer bachelor degrees. Our average class size is about 20 students, so we've done a really great job of keeping our class sizes small. So we are a medium-sized school, but you're going to know, your professors, they're going to know you by your name, you're going to get to know your classmates, and just be in a great learning environment. We have about 19 programs of study with 45 different concentrations, which we'll get into in a little bit. We have a beautiful campus. We have, my favorite building is a state-of-the-art library, which is housed in the center of campus. And since I mentioned the campus is fairly new, all the buildings, everything, has the high-end technology and just a really great atmosphere. Here's a list of all of our four-year degrees. Here are the majors. So we have everything from business, nursing, those are some of our popular ones, along with minors that you can combine with your major. So let's say you were interested, in being a business major, but you really love film, you can definitely combine that. And minors are about 5 extra classes that you take on top of your major. We also have online programs. So we have an information technology program and a special education program that you can take fully online, along with several other certificates. So on campus, and even online, we do a really great job of supporting our students. We want to be there for you every step of the way. So we offer 24/7 tutoring. We have learning communities where you, get together with some of your peers and we have study groups. We have a study app where you can join each other virtually and help each other out. We have a student success advising center, and also an academic enhancement center. If you ever need help with your homework, essays, you just want someone to look over them, you could definitely get all that support on campus. And then we also have a peer mentoring program where some of our, juniors or seniors are there to counsel and help out some of our freshmen and sophomores. We have a great honors program. So if we have any overachievers in our session today, we have a great honors program here, just some of the requirements for that. You can actually join the honors program at any point in your college journey. So if you did not have, the 3.5 GPA coming out of high school, no worries, your GPA does start over when you start college, and you can definitely join it at any point with your college GPA. Student life, there's so many things that you can do to get involved on campus. We have over 100 student clubs and organizations. And like I mentioned, we are a new college, so we also encourage students to start their own clubs and make history on campus. So if there's something you're really interested in and you don't see we have a club for it, you can actually get like 5 of your friends together and start your own club on campus. We have intramural sports along with our 6 NAIA division intercollegiate teams, which include baseball, soccer, softball, and tennis. And they are all doing really well. Our men's and women's teams for tennis have won the 2021 national championship, along with our baseball team. They just won the 2021 World Series title for the NAIA Association. So really great athletic programs. Also, if you're looking to live on campus, GGC is definitely the place for you because we have apartment style living. So that means every student that lives on campus gets their own private room, and you share the bathroom with one other person. So we have semi-private bathrooms. So we have everything from 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12 bedroom suites. We have on-site laundromat that will actually text you when your laundry is ready to pick up. We have cable, Wi-Fi, study rooms, workout rooms, game rooms, everything there that you would need, to both study and live on campus. So here are some of the steps to enroll. So the first thing you have to do is really just to go ahead and create your Grizzly profile on our website and apply at ggc.edu/apply. Our priority fall deadline is May 3rd. However, we encourage you not to wait till then to apply. You can apply now and get an early decision. What we require is your official high school transcript. We're looking at a 2.0 GPA requirement. Coming out of high school, we look at those just 17 units of required high school curriculum. And then we need one set of qualifying test scores. We take SAT, ACT, and Accuplacer. Accuplacer is a third testing option we offer here on our campus. So if you didn't take SAT or ACT or didn't meet one of the required scores, you can come to our campus and take the Accuplacer test, and you'll get your scores that same day. And the great thing about that is that you can combine them with your SAT or ACT. So if your reading met for SAT, but your math didn't, you can come to campus and take math, and we will give you credit for that. And those are really the only requirements we need, just set of qualifying test scores and your transcript. Here's an overview of our tuition rates. So for incoming students that are considered in-state, so you're resident of Georgia, lived in Georgia for a year or longer, it's about $133 per credit hour and a flat rate of $2,009 for 15 credits and over. With fees included, you're looking at about $2,800, which is less than $3,000 per semester. We actually have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state for a 4-year school. Here are our out-of-state tuition rates as well, which is about $500 per credit hour and about $7,500 for 15 credits. So just to give you an overview and just a look at how we compare with other 4-year schools in the state, GGC does rank as one of the lowest tuition rates. So here compared to Georgia State, UGA, UNG, KSU, some of the big schools around us, you're really getting, your money's worth here at GGC, and we pride ourselves in having a lot of our students graduate debt-free. For financial aid, of course, there's a lot of ways for you to pay for college. So more than 81% of our GDC students qualify for financial aid. And we encourage you to complete FAFSA. FAFSA application just opened on October 1st. You can go ahead and apply now for fall 2022, and you'll need the 2022-2023 FAFSA along with some income information. And the deadline to apply for FAFSA for fall is July 6th. And we have a lot of help on campus if you ever need, if you're close by, you need help filling out your FAFSA, we have FAFSA Fridays where our financial aid representatives will walk you through that process. We definitely want you to come over and visit us. We're hosting a fall preview day on Saturday, November 6th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this is a great opportunity for you to meet us, see campus, and just experience life as a Grizzly. We also offer on-campus tours during the week. So Monday through Friday, we have morning tours at 10 a.m. and also afternoon tours at 3 p.m. And you can browse ggc.edu/visit for all of our visit options. And lastly, we definitely want you to follow us on social media just to see what we're up to. So follow us on Instagram at GDC Admissions, Facebook, Georgia Gwinnett Admissions, and Twitter at GDC Admissions. And if you do have any questions, I have my contact information listed here, but I will also drop it in the chat. And that's it for Georgia Gwinnett College. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you very much. And next up is Penn State University.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Sorry, everybody. lost the control there for a second. Good evening. My name is James McCarty. I'm an assistant director of admission here at Penn State University. I always like to share that I'm a proud Penn State alum, two-time degree holder, bachelor's and master's degree. I teach classes at Penn State, help to take students abroad. So my life revolves around this university, and I love everything about Penn State, and I'm happy to share a little bit more with you tonight. Penn State ranks in the top half of the top 1% of colleges and universities all across the globe. With more than 18,000 choices for where you could attend after high school, again, Penn State ranks 53rd best in the world out of more than 18,000 choices by US News Weekly Report. We have a top ranked career services office. It was ranked 9th best in the country by the Princeton Review. You have some of the best resources in the entire world at Penn State in regards to bridging the gap from high school or from college to whatever's next in life. Again, we offer a top-ranked career services office. We have the largest career and internship fair on the East Coast of the United States every semester. It's a week-long career and internship fair where more than 800 employers come from around the globe to hire our students. And lastly, and most impressively, Penn State offers the world's largest alumni network with more than 750,000 active, living, dues-paying alumni association members. To put it in a comparison for you, the #2 largest alumni network in the world is the University of Michigan with just under 500,000 alumni. So like for us, 1 and 2, it's not even close. You've got the biggest network literally in the world with us at Penn State. We offer more than 300 study abroad opportunities in our study abroad network. We are a rather large institution. In just a moment, I'll talk about our campus system, but we're scattered all over the state of Pennsylvania. At our physical campuses, we usually have about 79,000 undergraduate students. And if you include students studying with us virtually all across the globe, there's usually about 110,000 Penn State undergraduates. Even though we are a really large university, our student to faculty ratio comes in at 16:1. So you still have that close-knit learning environment between you, your fellow classmates, and instructors. Penn State is a Tier 1 research institution, so every year we allocate more than $1 billion for undergraduate research, really promoting you to get out of the classroom and connect what you're learning to the field. As I mentioned, we're a pretty extensive system scattered all across the state of Pennsylvania. We're comprised of 20 undergraduate campuses, and every campus in the Penn State system is vastly different in terms of size, setting, and location. Right in the center of the state is our University Park campus. It's the largest location that houses about 46,000 undergraduates. University Park is the largest college campus on the East Coast of the US. It takes about 40 minutes to walk from one side of campus to the other. It is the one large campus within the Penn State system. There's 5 medium-sized campuses that range in size from 5,000 students to 3,000 students, and generally they're more suburban in setting. And lastly, we offer 14 small campuses that range from 1,500 students to our smallest campus in the top right, Penn State Wilkes-Barre, has fewer than 500 students total. I always kid around because most high schools in the US have more students than our smallest campus. But you get something with Penn State that you don't get with any other school. Options. You're in the driver's seat. You get to choose exactly what type of learning environment you need to thrive during your college career. What makes us vastly different from any other large public institution with multiple campuses is that at Penn State, we like to say we are one university geographically dispersed. So for you as a student, regardless of which campus you go to, you have the same rights, resources, privileges, education, and diploma across the board. Again, you're a Penn Stater first and foremost, and you can choose exactly what type of learning environment you'd like, depending on which campus you'd like to attend. Most students transition through our system of campuses through what we call our 2+2 plan, which generally entails starting or doing your first 2 years, in many cases at one of the smaller medium-sized campuses, before transitioning on to our University Park campus in most cases for your final 2 years. Now, I'm very deliberate with my language. Notice I said transition, not transfer, because again, that mentality that we're all Penn Staters right from day one, it is a built-in automatic guaranteed transition for you after those first 2 years, as long as you work with your academic advisor and take the proper courses. You can complete 4-year bachelor's degrees at any of our campus locations across the state. It really just depends on what you'd like to study and what's offered at which campus. But about 60% of those 79,000 students across the Penn State system utilize this 2+2 plan. We offer more than 275 academic programs, from aerospace engineering to ancient and medieval studies. We break our programs into academic colleges. So for example, you have the College of Business, the College of Communications, the College of Education, etc. The most heavily selected major at Penn State is undecided. At Penn State, you don't declare your major until the beginning of your junior year. So that gives you 2 years to test the waters and see what's going to be a good fit for you. I always say it would be a true disservice if we told you you have to pick a major right from day one, because a part of this process is exploring, testing the waters, and seeing what's going to be a good fit. No matter what it is you want to study at Penn State, we have a major for you with, again, more than 275 academic programs. 95% of our students are involved in more than 1,200 clubs and organizations across our 20 campuses. We offer athletics at 3 different levels: Division I, Division III, and our Penn State Athletic Conference. We also have club sports and intramural sports as well. There's clubs focused around the arts, music, dance, theater, band, chorus, you name it. Clubs focused around religious affiliations, political affiliations. Clubs as unique as our chicken finger eating club. Yes, if you love delicious, crispy, golden brown chicken fingers, we have a club for you. The largest organization at Penn State is THON, T-H-O-N, and it's what you see pictured in the background of your screen. THON is a student-run philanthropic organization that raises money and awareness for pediatric cancer throughout the course of the year. Every February, that year-long fundraising effort culminates in a 46-hour dance marathon where our students are dancing for 46 hours straight, no sleeping, no sitting. And you can see there's hundreds of students across our campus systems that participate. Every year, our students raise more than $10 million for pediatric cancer, and Penn State's THON organization is the largest student-run philanthropic organization in the world. There's so much to get involved with at Penn State. And again, we offer more than 1,200 clubs and activities. Looks like my time's up because Matt's back on the screen, so I'll pass it back to him. If you have any questions, feel free to keep in touch. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great rest of the evening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, James. And thank you to all of our presenters. Before we conclude the session, we have a few minutes for some Q&A, and I'll ask all of our presenters to join me on camera and respond to this question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll start with Sarah.
I definitely recommend go with what's going to work best for you. Your college journey is going to look different than your friends. It's going to look different than your family members. So go where you feel more comfortable, go where you're going to thrive the best, because it's the best place to start for your launch pad for your career.
I think what I was going to say is actually pretty similar to what Sarah was going to say, but I think it's super important. So I'll just reiterate that, I think that you shouldn't think about your college search process as, you know, like a prize or a competition, or seeking out whatever you think is the most prestigious or what you think you should do, but really think about what school's the best fit for you, where you'll be the happiest, what's the best match for your interests and goals and how you learn. And that'll just make sure that you end up somewhere that's going to set you up the best and where you have the best experience.
I think what I would say is also kind of similar, but I would say explore your options. A lot of students, have a list of the top 2 schools that they're going to apply to, and they've kind of closed their minds off on every other college that's out there. So I would say keep your mind open, explore your options, because you might be surprised that, maybe a school that you didn't have on your top 2 list is actually a place where, you see a great fit. So definitely keep your mind open and tour campuses. You never know how you're going to feel until you set yourself, or see yourself and set foot on the campus. So sometimes that may make or break a deal.
Sorry, Tucson, I didn't know if you were going next or not. I didn't want to jump in front of you. Yeah. Sweet, I'll jump in. So for me, I always like to share, I was a first generation college student. So for me, this process was terrifying. I didn't really know who to turn to, what questions to ask. And I always say, I viewed me, the admissions people, kind of like the judge and jury. It was like, please just let me in, and I hope and pray that, that I get admitted. Keep in mind that you have a plethora of different resources at any college or university. Stay connected, keep in touch, and remember that we work for you, and we work in the admissions office, not the denial office. I tell students, if Penn State, as an example, is the place you want to be, I'm going to look at option A, B, C, D, E, F, and G to get you in the door if this is where you want to be. So keep in touch, communicate, do not assume. That's another big one. I'm sure all of my colleagues have heard, well, my friend told me X, Y, or Z. I'm like, no, this is one instance, don't listen to your friends. Come right to the source, ask us questions. And again, we're here to guide you through every step of this process. So please utilize us, stay connected, don't assume, and know that you're never going through this journey alone.
Excellent. I think we lost Toussaint for a minute. Oh, there he's back. Excellent. Would you like to weigh in on this question before we move to our next one? And you're muted still.
Sorry, I dropped out and dropped in. I apologize. Interestingly enough, I have an 11th grader right now, my son. So this is like right at the forefront for me. So definitely echo all of my colleagues, research, email admissions offices, look at requirements, look at tuition, look at in-state tuition as well. And, just kind of make the best choice, whatever you want to do, whatever you want that major to be, see if that school that you want to go to has that major. Yeah.
Excellent. So our next question is, what is one thing you would like students to remember about your institution? Back to you, Sarah.
Yeah, so the biggest thing I want you guys to remember about Chattahoochee Tech is that we are training you for your career. So for example, if you are interested in dental assisting, your classroom is an active, has active dental chairs. If you're interested in automotive, your classroom is an actual auto shop. So that's why we have such a high job placement rate, because we are getting you trained and ready for your career.
Something I hope that you all take away about Hopkins is something that I think a lot of people might not know about us, is that some of our biggest, most popular majors on campus are actually in the social sciences and the humanities. And so we're certainly known for having our hospital and school of medicine, but I think, sometimes people don't know that we have one of the oldest creative writing majors on campus. You should just remember that. Whatever it is that you want to study and pursue here, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you'll be able to do it at Hopkins.
The biggest thing
I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
I would say the biggest thing I would like for you to remember about Georgia Gwinnett College is that we are here to help you succeed. And you're going to see that in different aspects of the college, whether that be with that 24/7 tutoring. Our professors don't have, just office hours. They're here to fit into your schedule. So we have given our professors cell phones that you can text with your professor, call them if you need help, outside of the classroom, and then also with the on-campus and online tutoring, and even in the admissions process when you're walking through it, our counselors are here to help you, get started on the right foot and help you select your major once you get into, your first couple of months in. If you want to change your major, our advisors do a really great job of helping you and guiding you along that process as well.
And I think for us, we're the Golden Rams, so we call everybody Ramily. So once our students come on campus, you're Ramily, so you're part of our family and our network. We move students in at the beginning of the semester, move them out when we have to. So it's really a family vibe. We're about business. We want our students to succeed, but it's a family vibe as well.
For me, Penn State, of course, is many physical locations, but it's also a feeling. It's an emotion. When we do something, we do it big. It's larger than life. You saw that picture of Thon. For us, a home football game weekend, our stadium, Beaver Stadium, is the second largest arena in North America. There's 110,000 people that congregate for a Penn State football game. Anything that we do, there's pride, passion, and it is a sense of community at Penn State, coming together, belonging. So again, for me, Penn State is a feeling that as soon as you step foot on any of our campuses, it is unmatched and unforgettable.
Awesome. So I have one more question before we wrap up, and that is, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admission process?
I think the biggest myth I'd like to debunk is that, say you don't necessarily have the highest GPA or the highest test scores, that doesn't automatically mean that you can't go to college. There are so many different options. You can always start at a school and transfer. You can always start and find a program that you fall in love with. So definitely don't get discouraged if you haven't gotten the best GPA or the best test scores. There are definitely plenty of options for you.
I'd like to talk about something a little specific to our process, but something that a lot of students might usually have questions about. And I think for us, it's, a big part of our admissions review process has to do with everything you're involved in outside of the classroom and the impact that you're having in your community. But a lot of times students think that if I'm not in X amount of clubs or extracurriculars, or I don't have these leadership roles, that's immediately disqualifying or anything like that. And in our process, we care a lot about how you're spending your time and how you're having an impact beyond the titles or the quantity of activities and extracurriculars you're involved in. So if you are spending a lot of time on family responsibilities, if you have a hobby or something you do on your own time, or if you have a part-time job or anything like that, those are things that are just as important in our process and that we want to hear about in your application. And so I think that's one pretty specific thing that comes up a lot in our application process.
The myth I'd like to debunk is that college is too expensive. I can't afford to go to college. We hear that a lot, and I think students may not always realize all the resources that are out there. Every college is here to help you find those resources. If you have the desire, the drive to go to college, we're going to help you find those resources to make it happen for you. So don't let a price tag or tuition rate discourage you from attending college. There are tons and tons of scholarships, grants, financial aid opportunities to make that dream happen. So that's kind of it.
And I think like Ted, mine's a little specific to our school. One I hear a lot is that I can't apply to your school because I haven't taken the SAT yet, or I haven't sent a transcript. But you can most definitely apply. You can apply, you can do an application, and then when you test, you can send your test scores and you send your transcript. But a lot of times students think, oh, I can't apply yet because I haven't done those other requirements for you. But sure, go ahead and put that application in, and when we get everything, we can make a decision on you.
I always tell students, this should be the most selfish decision you make in your life. And please know, I don't say that with a negative connotation. This has to be something 100% focused around you as an individual, not what your parents want, not what your friends want, not what your guidance counselor wants. This has to be completely focused around you, the student, and what you need to thrive in your college journey. I always say, if you're thinking, oh, I really like this school, I think I can survive there, that is not the right mentality. Again, this process is one that you should be going in saying, I'm going to thrive at this school because of X, Y, and Z. So again, it should be a selfish decision. Know what you need to be successful and then go visit. That's also very important. Make sure that you see yourself in the physical environment that you're in at whatever school you end up. So thank you so much, and take it away, Matt.
Excellent. Thank you. Great advice from our panelists. As we wrap up, thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick survey. We do appreciate your feedback. We encourage you to check out the schedule for additional sessions that are happening this evening. And you'll be able to find a recording of this session on our website, strivescan.com/probe. So thank you all for joining us and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.